Hey guys, and welcome back to Small Group. You're almost done. Just 1 week left after today's group, and look, you're still alive. Now, before we get into this week's discussion, take a few minutes and have everyone answer the following questions. And if you haven't done so already, have someone go online and enter your group's attendance. Press the pause button when the questions come up, and once everyone has had a chance to answer them, resume the video. I remember it like it was yesterday. It was 1989 and I was a sophomore in high school. Because I was a really super cool kid, during lunch I did what all super cool kids did, hung out in the library. I had a group of friends, I had one friend, and I don't know why we hung out in the library, but we did. However, it did have its advantages, because there was this one computer that had this amazing program called Prodigy. And you could go on Prodigy and look at things like weather in Los Angeles. I remember looking for tickets to then a super popular Broadway musical called The Phantom of the Opera. And I could see right there on the computer monitor if there were tickets available. Like I said, I was super cool. Of course, at the time, I had no idea I was using what we now call the internet. I was completely clueless. I just knew we could click a button on the computer and we'd hear this really weird noise, as of course it was on a dial-up modem, and we were magically transported to places all over the world. Now, most everyone watching this video has technology in their pocket that far exceeds the computing power of that old computer in my high school's library. It's amazing to me how technology has advanced in such a short period of time. And for the most part, I think it's a good thing. However, as we learned on Sunday, we need to learn to allow technology to make our lives better, but not replace the importance of relationships. True human, in-person, face-to-face relationships. We need to recognize that technology is changing the term of friend. While writing this, I checked my Facebook page. It says I have 323 friends. I can tell you right now, that ain't true. I can only think of about 4 people I can really even stand being around, with the exception of my small group who I love and cherish. But seriously, no sane person would define friend the same way Facebook does. Technology makes us feel connected to people we barely know, which segues into the next thing technology is changing, and that's the fact we've become addicted to immediate affirmation. We see everything going on in everyone's lives immediately. And that gives us a sense that we actually know what's going on in a person's life and that somehow that makes us connected. And woe to the person who doesn't like the fact you made a healthy homemade pizza with arugula for dinner. Finally, technology puts the power of doing relationships in your hands. You know, it's kind of hard to ignore someone when they're standing right in front of you. But a text? Who hasn't ignored a text for a few hours, days, or weeks? I agree with what Jason said. Technology isn't a bad thing. I'm certainly trying to justify buying an Amazon Echo. But as we read Scripture, we're reminded, don't just pretend to love others, really love them. Hate what is wrong, hold tightly to what is good. Love each other with genuine affection and take delight in honoring each other. When God's people are in need, be ready to help them. Always be eager to practice hospitality. Most important of all, continue to show deep love for each other. For love covers a multitude of sins. Dear children, let's not merely say that we love each other. Let us show the truth by our actions. So now I am giving you a new commandment. Love each other, just as I have loved you. You should love each other. Your love for one another will prove to the world that you are my disciples. In order to do that effectively, you must be present. It's one thing to post cute Christian memes. It's another thing to live it out where people can see it. So let's spend the rest of our time discussing how we can do that.